Time for my thoughts on episode 12. We start off with a back and forth brawl between Lock-Jaw and MadCatter. Both were landing good hits on each other, and MadCatter severely damaged one of the tires on Lock-Jaw. Then Lock-Jaw landed a big hit that really compromised the movement on MadCatter. Donald Hutson was taking his time to engage to land a few more good hits. Then MadCatter found more movement and took Donald Hutson's bot to the wall to land another massive hit that inverted Lock-Jaw.
Oh! MadCatter's back! Oh! And it delivers a huge...
Which then managed to get back over in the end, but MadCatter had stopped moving and was counted out. Lock-Jaw won by knockout, finishing the season 3-1, a huge improvement over going winless last season, while MadCatter finished 2-2. Malice had to win this one to get guaranteed entry in the top 32, facing Gruff. Malice landed some hits, but then Gruff had Malice in the perfect position to use those flamethrowers for a good amount of time, then took Malice to the upper deck. Once Malice got off, they went all out on Gruff, attacking as hard as possible until Gruff's drive was completely disabled, desperately trying to show movement with those arms, but was not enough to stop the count. Malice wins and finishes the season 3. Next, we have an exhibition match between Doomba and Dragon King. Dragon King was originally built by Jerome Miles, the creator of Red Devil, hence the similarities, and was his King of Bots entrant, which was then sold to Team Skorpios. Dragon King was using those jaws to get a bite on Doomba, while Doomba tried to attack the treads with the undercutter. But Dragon King was really dominating the control category and getting those twin saws into play. Then Dragon King took Doomba to the pulverizer, which damaged the chainsaw. Despite all that punishment, there was still life in the robot vacuum cleaner of Doom, and even took a chain off one of the saws on Dragon King, and it went the full 3 minutes. Dragon King won this with plenty of control and aggression, while the pulverizer made Doomba look like a Goomba. The battle of the two-speed demons of Battlebots was between Claw Viper and Hypershock. Claw Viper has been greatly improved over the past 2 seasons, and has had dominant wins over Ominous, Ribbot, and Overhaul, while Hypershock has had a very tough schedule, with a tough loss to Sawblaze, a massive comeback win over Whiplash, and suffered a one-sided slaughter from Endgame. For this match, Will Bales went all out and went into absolute berserker mode on such a massive underdog. Claw Viper appeared to have lost every single one of those exchanges, while Hypershock just kept landing massive hits until Kevin's bot was completely disabled. Very dominant performance by Will Bales, who finished the season 2-2, while Claw Viper ended up being 3-1, which is not bad at all. This match is between 2 struggling teams, Free Shipping and Big Dill. For this match, Free Shipping seemed to have lost every single one of those exchanges, while Big Dill just dominated and kept landing hit after hit, and took Free Shipping to the pulverizer, where it was the end of Gary Jin's bot for this fight. This was the most spectacular performance we've ever seen from Big Dill. The struggling Shreddit Bro faces the currently undefeated Lucky, who had quite a history of losing to drum spinners, but here, Shreddit Bro never even got up to speed, while the Canadian Flipper just smothered Even Area's bot and threw it into the screws. Normally, the screws spit out bots that get stuck, but Shreddit Bro was too flat and just fell in, even when the screws reversed, with nothing for them to grab onto, so that was it. Lucky wins by Co, with their first win over a drum spinner, but it won't seem lucky for them facing Cobalt next, while Shreddit Bro only has Overhaul to come. We cap this off with our main event between Hydra and Sawblaze. The last time Sawblaze faced a launcher was against Bronco in 2018, and Bronco really dominated Jameson Go's bot back then. We basically got a repeat of that here, where Hydra was just throwing Sawblaze all over, again and again taking Sawblaze into the air, even right in front of Jameson Go. Hydra bent up the forks, while Sawblaze did manage to land a couple hits on the front of Hydra, but Hydra continued to get flips until Sawblaze was inverted, and the arm was disabled. Sawblaze was then being counted out, and just before the ref could finish the count, Jake Hewitt decided to land another shot at the very last second, which righted Sawblaze and stopped the count, which then forced it to a decision, which was undoubtedly won by Hydra. Both bots finished the season at 3-1, with guaranteed entry into the top 32. Thank you for watching this video. We will be back next week with episode 13 review, hopefully. Subscribe to RobotTube and press the bell icon if you don't want to miss it.